Kyler Murray is one of the most unique prospects I've ever evaluated. You know, you look at him, he's 5'10", he comes from that system, he's so fast and so electrifying as a runner. But what really stands out to me when I study his tape is the fact that he is very accurate and very functional from inside the pocket. That's what's going to make him special at the next level. You can watch here. The ability to go through progression reads. Lincoln Riley has coached this guy up. I know it was only 1 year, but watch here. Cover 4. You've got the strong safety coming up against the run. He recognizes it, and then he throws him open. That's what I love. This is the perfect placement of this ball, throwing his wide receiver open in the back of the end zone. And then it looks easy, but anyone who's ever thrown the ball inside the red zone, this is a difficult throw. Drop it inside the bucket with the touch, accuracy, and timing that he has. You see it over and over on tape. This guy's going to be special at the next level. I know everyone's worried about 5'10" and all the other issues. If it's Arizona or any other team, Kyler Murray, because of his ability to extend, yes, but more importantly, the ability to throw from inside the pocket, that's why he's going to be a great pro quarterback. Nick Bosa, everyone wants to make the comparison, and it looks just like Joey. When I watch the tape, sometimes I forget who I'm watching. They're so similar. Now, Nick's not quite as advanced in terms of his hand use and technique and all the other little things that he does, but he's pretty darn close. I mean, these guys are special. They don't need 4.5 speed. They don't need all the special tools that some of the other guys need off the edge. They just know how to get off of blocks. You see it there, the hand use, slippery, and then they get overlooked in terms of their ability to locate the ball and play the run and to just be consistent. You see there, I mean, everyone in the defense was going the other way. And watch here, stack, shed, locate, finish. That's what you look for from a defensive lineman. And I know he only played 3 games this year, but 6 tackles for loss, 4 sacks in 3 games. The production would have been there. I don't buy the argument, oh, he wasn't as productive, he's not this, he's not that, he doesn't run the 40 time. Same things were said about Joey. And look at what Joey does when he's healthy on the field. That's the big thing. Can Nick stay healthy? If he does, he's going to be one of the elite players from this year's draft. Ed Oliver did not have the year we expected. He and Coach Major Applewhite got into some issues. They had some trouble. But he's still going to be a top 10 pick. And the reason why, he's a special talent. Now, he's not a great fit for everyone. He's a 4-3 technique. And by that, he's going to play off the guard. You see here, he's working at nose tackle. They just didn't use him properly. But I think as a 3 technique, he's going to be able to penetrate, get up the field, and be even more disruptive as a pass rusher in the NFL. Now, he's not Aaron Donald, but he might be, you know, Grady Jarrett, which is a darn good football player, and you see the power there. I mean, that's ridiculous. The ability at 287 to drive an offensive lineman back and to make a play. I think versus the run, he's exceptional. As a pass rusher, he's good and has upside. I would absolutely use a top 10 pick on Ed Oliver in the 2019 draft. Dwayne Haskins is the most natural passer in this year's class, and that's what he is. He's traditional. From inside the pocket, he throws the ball so effectively with great touch. Now, I think a lot of people get concerned because he doesn't run a fast 40 time and he's not a great runner, but he can create. Watch this. He feels pressure, and that's the first thing. You've got to be able to feel it and sense it inside the pocket. Then the ability to escape the pressure, and then how about this throw on the run? I mean, this is what he does. He can make very difficult throws look easy. And then the patience working through progressions. Yes, he's not going to have 3-4 seconds a lot in the NFL, but going from left to right, full field progression, and to drop that ball in perfectly. I mean, that's a special throw, and you see that over and over again on tape. Now, again, he's not going to be your Kyler Murray. He's not going to create a lot with his feet, but I think he's so functional, and I think he's the most natural passer in this class. That's why at the end of the day, he's going to be a top 10 pick, and I think he's going to be very successful in the NFL. DK Metcalf is a physical freak. Let's just be honest. He's huge. He's ripped. He's tall. He's long. He has the ability to get down the field, but he's got to develop. He's still a very raw wide receiver, so he's a tough evaluation. Now, you see against press coverage, watch this, with his hands, boom, the ability to get off the press, and then look at the separation he creates with the top end speed. You run in the 4.3s at that size, 6'3 and a half, 228 pounds, it's pretty remarkable. And then the other thing he does, 50-50 balls, jump ball, go up, get it, find it, body control, bring it in. Now, we got to teach him how to run about 4 or 5 different routes. We got to get him in and out of his breaks, got to get a little bit more flexibility, but you cannot coach what he has in terms of the size, speed, and ability to get vertical, and that's why DK Metcalf, in a lot of people's opinion, is the best wide receiver in this year's class and certainly is going to be a first-round pick. Marquise Brown is the fastest and quickest wide receiver that I've evaluated, at least in the last decade. Seriously. I mean, this guy has rare speed combined with the ability to create, and that's what makes him special. He averaged over 18 yards per catch the last 2 seasons at Oklahoma, and I think he's going to be that special in the NFL so long as he stays healthy. That's the issue. Can he stay on the field? When he does, first thing he does, run after catch. The ability to make a 5-yard throw, and then for him to do this, I mean, it's a joke. He is the fastest player in this year's draft class, and you see it there after the catch. You also see it vertically. In the slot, watch him. And he can play outside or in, but watch how quickly he gets on top of the safety. And it's not even close. That's what he does. He creates mismatches. He's only 5'9", he's only 166 pounds, and he's had durability issues. But for my money, he's the best wide receiver in this class, and I would spend a top 15 pick on him right now. Greedy Williams is the most naturally gifted cover corner in this entire draft class. You just look at him, 6'2". He's got the long arms, runs a 4.3 flat in the 40-yard dash. The most important traits that you need, length and speed at cornerback. He's not going to last very long in this draft. Watch him here. He can play press man. The oily hips, look how easily he opens up and locates the ball and goes and gets that interception. He had 8 interceptions during just 2 seasons at LSU. The instincts get him there, and then just ball skills and being able to finish. Now, he's a buffet tackler, and by that I mean he picks and chooses when he wants to get involved. He's not that physical, but teams are looking for guys that can just line up on an island, cover the #1 wide receiver, and take him out of the game. Greedy Williams is exactly that guy. Coming into the season, Damian Harris was the guy. Alabama's running back. We knew he was going to be the top running back in this year's class, and all of a sudden, as the season progressed, especially late in the year when Alabama needed him, Josh Jacobs became the star, and now he's the first running back prospect in this year's class. It's pretty impressive to watch him. The thing that stands out to me, contact balance. And all the great running backs in the league have this, their ability to create after initial contact. It's not just the elite power or size, it's just natural balance. And watch this here, boom. He just feels it and senses it. And then the other thing is he can be a 3rd down back. You can keep him on the field all 3 downs because of this. His ability to run routes, get open, and naturally catch the football. That adjustment is not easy to do from the running back position, and Josh Jacobs just has it. So in a class that is not loaded with running backs, Josh Jacobs will be the first running back off the board, potentially in the 1st round. Everyone's saying, well, he ran a 4.6, so maybe he'll fall to the 2nd round. Doesn't matter where he gets drafted. He's going to be the best running back from this class when it's all said and done. Devin White is a great football player. He's also one of the great dudes in this class. I mean, you sit down with him, meet with him, and you get a sense of how much he loves the game and how much he loves his teammates, and he's going to bring that to the NFL. That's what, to me, makes him special. Now, yes, you can see the physical stuff, the play recognition, the instincts. Look how much quicker he is than anyone on the defense to see the ball, recognize it. This is a 2-point conversion. Huge play. He's there. We know the speed. We know the range. He runs ridiculously fast for a linebacker. He's 237 pounds at the combine, and you see the 4.42 speed here. I mean, that's a great wide receiver 40-yard dash. That's what he runs. And then just making plays. Some guys are all, fast. They can run around. They can do all the other things, but they never finish. Not the deal with Devin White. So you're getting a leader. You're getting today's linebacker in terms of a guy that can be on the field all 3 downs. Devin White, to me, one of the top 5 players in the entire draft. Dwayne Haskins, Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, that's all everyone talks about in terms of the quarterbacks this year. But Drew Lock is a first-rounder, and I think there are a lot of teams out there that actually view him as the first or second best quarterback in this class. Now, if there's an issue he's got to improve upon, it's ball security. 9-inch hands, concerning, sometimes shows up in terms of fumbling, but also just the decision-making. His tape is more up and down than the other two first-round quarterbacks in this class. But what he can do is special, and what he brings to the table in terms of the athleticism, the arm strength, and the ability to extend plays and make throws that very few other quarterbacks, even in the NFL, can make. I mean, look at this ball. He knows exactly where it has to be, high at the opposite end of the end zone. He has a sense for it. And if you watch him naturally, his accuracy is there. He can place the ball perfectly. Now, everyone says Haskins is the most accurate quarterback, and I actually would agree, but I think Drew Lock has gotten a bad reputation because he's had an offensive line that couldn't protect him and wide receivers that were injured a lot and up and down. So throughout his career, 46 starts, 3 different coordinators. This guy's the most experienced. I think he's the most confident, and I know he's the most mature of these 3 quarterbacks. It won't shock me at all, even if he's the 3rd quarterback taken, if Drew Lock winds up being the best quarterback from the 2019 class.